Hi, friends. Magus Supreme here, coming at you guys with another reading. It's been a while since I said those words. So, for this reading, I will actually be pulling messages from more like the Earth and the Animal Kingdom. This new deck that I got, the Woodland Wardens, it's actually so heavily filled with like nature witch energy. Like, it's so, how can I say this? The energy of the earth is like very, very strong in this deck. So I really feel like when I touch these cards and when I touch and I pull these messages, it's coming from like Gaia herself. The person who wrote this, who made these cards, she left a little bit of a bio in there. She is like so connected to the earth, and I can feel that palpable connection through these cards. So I'm gonna use them. I've already did the same spread that I'm going to be pulling here for myself, and it turned out really, really well. So I trust these cards. I trust their message, and I'm ready to use them in a little bit of a way. So for this reading, for pile selection, we have 4 piles to pick from, and I'm gonna allow you guys to pick from a card from the deck. So pile 1, you have the quail and the gooseberry with anticipation. For pile 2, you have the owl and hop. For pile 3, you have the goat and willow, overcoming obstacles. And pile 4, you have the bee and pomegranate, which is productivity. So you guys pick the pile that has the card that speaks the most to you. Allow your intuition to lead the way. And now that we're done that, we're going to get into the reading. So if you chose pile 1, the quail and gooseberry, this reading is for you. So for this reading, I'm just doing a simple 3 cards pull. I have 2 other oracles and a tarot card deck just for like extra clarity. I will be pulling the tarot, and I'll use the oracles if I need an extra message. And this was wrong. It was like this. Here it is. So, pile 1. Your reading is actually my favorite out of all the piles so far. Usually pile 1s, I will admit, usually start off a little weak in my readings, but this pile 1 is especially strong, and I really like the message that came here. So in the recent past energy, you have the Cayman and Poppy, or the Cayman. I'm sorry, I keep calling it Cayman. I'm seeing something else. The Cayman and Poppy. Now, the Cayman and Poppy speaks of dreams. This is about the book speaks of how caimans are like alligator, like reptiles, and they spend a lot of their days like in a trance. They they sit around like in like kind of like a trance, and while they're hunting, and then once their prey comes close, they just snap into action. And with this in your recent past energy, there's something here about, especially since this is about dreams, there's something that you've been wanting and that you've been wishing that's on its way, because this is in the recent past energy, which lets me know that you've entered in a period of stillness. Pile 1. You've entered a period of stillness. Things don't really seem to be moving. There's a lot of stuff that's not really like moving. Your life probably seems like it's like in stasis, or like really not exciting right now. But that's a good thing. This is the calm before the storm. The Cayman card speaks of actually making sure that you are still and ready to pounce on an opportunity that's going to come up and present itself. That's going to be an opportunity that you've always wanted. With your present energy being a crow and dogwood, it speaks a lot of one, your intelligence. The crow in dogwood speaks a lot about like having foresight, because the crow, according to Jessica, is an animal of foresight. No, according to the Norse, that Jessica says is an animal of foresight. And the dogwood is a tree that actually looks very beautiful, but is stronger than what it seems. This is telling me that you have the fortitude and the intelligence to really seize and recognize this opportunity when it comes, and to be able to seize it. Almost all the powers in this reading in particular are flowing and giving one clear, concise message. So I love that. It's making this reading so much easier to do and get through. But with the Crow and Dogwood Power 1, this is definitely telling me that you have all the resources that you need to recognize this opportunity and to be able to strike. Stay in this period of stillness, connect to your intuition. Because with the crow here, to me, the crow is like, not only is my spirit animal, it's my spirit animal. So I know a little bit about the crow. And it's not only a fierce protector that drives away dark energies, but it also blesses you with foresight. So you can see this coming, Power 1. You know that something is heading your way, and that you're in this period of stillness for a reason. Trust in that. Because the quail and gooseberry is all about anticipation. And again, the quail and gooseberry speaks of something that you know, something like coming through, and you realizing that something is on its way. Anticipation is like when you just like feel it in your bones. There's a shiver through your body. I'm gonna read the quail and gooseberries for you guys. Fresh gooseberries are a tempting treat, but pick them without care and you might hurt yourself. Gooseberry bushes are loaded with thorns meant to protect the delicate fruit within. Similarly, the quail anticipates dangers by hiding amongst low-growing vegetation from its obscured perch. It is careful. It keeps careful watch and monitoring for predators. The event or outcome you anticipated is about to occur. Take advantage of your foreknowledge, preparing for what's to come. Again, something that you've been wanting and anticipating is about to come, and this is in the future energy. Something is about to happen. Something big, Power 1. Something that you've been dreaming about, and something that you've really been wanting to happen in your life. It's finally about to happen. The opportunity is going to come. But you have to be able to recognize it and seize it when it comes. And you're going to have to lean a lot on your own inner knowledge and your intuition for this, Power 1. Because when the opportunity shows itself, it's up to you to recognize it and to seize it. But the quail and the gooseberry is telling you that for now, you just need to be in preparation, prepare. Watch carefully about how your life is progressing. And once that opportunity comes, you'll know it. And you need to seize it when you can, like the caiman. Snatch it and take that opportunity, Power 1. This is clearly the earthen energies warning you. It's not a warning. Telling you like, hey, something big is about to happen. Don't miss out. Don't miss out on this. So let's get some tarot cards in here. I'm gonna pull 3. First one is the 8 of Cups. Yes, shucks. Then we have Hanged Man in reverse. One more. 8 of Cups, Hanged Man in reverse. This is definitely about like moving away from a situation. Maybe you decided to make a big change in your life and you might be kind of regretting it. Come on, I've been doing this ever since I got up. I've just been dropping cards and they've just been falling all over the place. It's so annoying. Dropping cards left and right. Relaxes energy. That maybe you just recently maybe you just recently made a move, or you decided to do something that's like right for you. Maybe in the pursuit of your dreams. Then we have the 4 of Pentacles, and at the bottom, the Ace of Pentacles. Right. Maybe you decided to walk away from something and you've been kind of almost sort of regretting it or contemplating going back. Because to me, Hangman in reverse speaks of not taking a different perspective, but kind of just want to like, speaks of regret, of like, I don't know, maybe the old way of doing things was better. This period of stillness could probably have you a little bit confused, make you think that maybe you did something wrong, maybe you need to go back and maybe you need to go back. But going back isn't the answer, Power One. You've already walked away. And the thing about the Eight of Cups is when you walk away, you end up walking right into the Nine of Cups, which is your contentment, your fulfillment, and your personal satisfaction. Keep going down the path that you're going, Power One, but you need to learn to embrace the stillness. And that can also be what the Hangman in reverse is about. Because Hangman upright is a period of stillness, or what people would think is stagnation. But it's actually a time for reflection and to gain a different and higher perspective on your situation. And maybe that's where you're kind of struggling at here in the present, especially with this coming under the crow and the dogwood. Maybe you're having a hard time really pulling in on your inner resources and seeing your life situation as a blessing. That right now you're just in waiting for something big to happen, and that you're not just being punished for a choice that you think that you made or something of that nature. No, Power One, you're not being punished. You're you're literally in anticipation. So don't regret your choice to walk away or to make a change in your life, because that change is leading you exactly where you need to go, Power One. Remember that this ability to detach from everything that you built and to walk towards something new and to try to find something more. That's a very beautiful thing, Power One, and you shouldn't regret that. And now we have the Four of Pentacles ending the reading with the quell and the gooseberry of anticipation. This is about keeping your energy to yourself. Like, yeah, Power One, stay guarded, stay close, and watch is what I'm really feeling from this Four of Pentacles. This is very much guarded energy, and the quell and the gooseberry speaks of being on guard and how the quell is like attentive to his surroundings. And how when you try to pick gooseberries without care, you end up getting cut by thorns. Keep your energy close to yourself, Power One. This is exactly what's happening in your life right now. And even under this, under the bottom of that card, there's the Four of Swords. You're being guided, Power One, to really keep your energy to yourself and to just like watch. Stay in this period of like waiting. Stay in this period of what you perceive as stagnation. It's the time for you to like really gather your inner resources, get everything sorted out, connect to your intuition, so that when this opportunity finally presents itself, you'll be able to jump on it. Because at the bottom you do have the Ace of Pentacles. There is an opportunity coming your way. There is something new opportunity coming your way. It's coming, it's gonna be there, and it's gonna be something that you've either been praying for, that you've been dreaming about, or something that's gonna set you down a path for you to achieve your dreams, or something that you've been wanting to like bring in and manifest, Power One. You're in a very important period in your life right now, and you need to make sure that you stay ready, stay focused, and that your internal feelings are in order. So let's pull one oracle card and see what we get from here, from my Witch's Oracle. I felt like the energy of this deck will complement this deck, since the Witch's Oracle is mostly pagan in nature. And whenever I think of paganism, I think of the earth. Yeah, and here we have Nemesis, about lessons. Nemesis, whenever I see the Nemesis card, it's usually about someone trying to like really cause deceit or harm. But the Nemesis card is also about like life lessons or karmic lessons. I think that right now you're in the middle of a lesson about the importance of the still period in life. How everything up to this point probably been like really chaotic, really hectic, really kinetic energy. You need to learn that when times is just like still, when things are a little bit quiet, there's still value in that. That there is power here with the Serpent card at the bottom. That there's power in the presence of stillness. That there's power, and this time period of just being by yourself and just gathering your energy. There's even a crow and a background for the Nemesis card. Like, yes, there, your inner knowledge, your intelligence, your inner resources is exactly what you're going to need to pull through for this situation, to recognize, to seize the opportunity, and to carry you forward. There's no work that needs to be done. There's no more shadow work, no type of preparation. The only preparation that needs to be made right now is to make sure that you have a clear mind, a clear heart, that you hear your intuition, and that when this opportunity does show itself, you're able to seize it and not let it pass you by because of a certain fear, an anxiety, a hindrance. Becoming free and clear of all of that and being able to seize this opportunity and to do it with confidence and no regret. So, Pile 1, if this reading resonated, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you guys want to support me as a content creator, the links to do so are in the description box. You can book a reading, donate a deck, or donate money if that's your twist. Any way you choose to support me is A-OK. Thank you so much for your time and energy, and please be blessed. Bye. If you've chosen the owl and hop, then this reading is for you. So the way that this reading works is that I've did a 3-card pull on your recent past, your present, and your future, and I got a clear sense of what's kind of like happening in your life and what the message that the Earthen realm wants to give you. Pile 2. So it was in reverse. It was like this. So, Pile 2. With your particular reading, the first thing that we got is the marten and foxglove. Now, the thing about martens is that they're very mischievous, like little creatures, and that's why the marten and the foxglove has the name of the moniker of mischief. But the marten is actually a very lighthearted prankster and trickster. The thing about the marten is that this card is kind of telling you, like, especially in the recent past energy, that you've decided that you probably need a little bit more fun in your life. And I really feel very strongly, Pile 1, that this is all about you, Pile 2, about you finally deciding to do the things that make you happy. For you finally deciding to, like, cut loose and to finally do things for yourself that makes you happy. The marten and the foxglove is the 24th card, which adds up to the number 6. And 6 is all about the period after a transition and a change, and what that transition and change brings. You've probably been feeling really restricted in your life, really bored, really feel like you can't just like have fun and express yourself, yet you can't be who you are. But you're finally coming out of that, and it finally came out of that energy with the marten in the recent past. And the marten tells you to go out and have fun, to like really do things that are like fun as long as it's healthy and you're not hurting anyone, to finally live your life for you. Because in the present, we have the eel and the iris, which is about safety. The iris is the flower that they use for the fleur de lis. The fleur de lis is like I think it's a French coat of arms. They use it to symbolize victory and power. Now, with the eel and the iris here, this is definitely about you being safe during the period that you decide to go out and have fun and do what it is for yourself. I'm gonna read a little bit of of this for you guys. This is number 42. Yeah, 42, 4, 5, which is another 6. So you have 2 6s so far. So angel number 66 can also be important to you. Pile 2. Let me see. Yeah, these are the 30s. Here's the 40s. Eels are furtive creatures, often burying themselves in the murky depths. The idiom, slippery as an eel, refers to the eel's ability to escape harm. The iris is a tall, hardy flower from which the fleur de lis, is a medieval symbol of power and victory, is derived. Together, the stealthy eel and the mighty iris indicate safety in their homes, relationships, and work. Now is a good time to establish healthy boundaries. If others take offense, do not fret over their reaction. Stand firm in your power like the iris. Yeah, this is all about you finally living your life for yourself. And this is telling me that once you start making what these decisions that other people might perceive as selfish, once you start making these decisions, let the people who are going to be offended. Don't take it personally, but take it as like, okay, me asserting my boundaries, me really doing things for myself is pissing this person off, and I wonder why. Maybe they've been pulling on my energy. Maybe they've been overly dependent on my energy. The separation is a good thing. Keep that in mind as you continue to live this for yourself. If people are getting offended about you living for yourself, about you actually like doing things for that's good for you, take that as a sign, pay attention, peep that, and fall back from those people. And let them work out inside themselves why they're so triggered about you actually living your life and having fun. And like making more selfish decisions for yourself. And then finally, the owl and the hop is all about wisdom. And at the end, in the near future energy, the owl and the hop is the number 22. It's a 4 card. But the thing about the owl and the hop is it represents like intuition and intelligence coming together. This is a very integrated life that you're heading towards, Pal 2. You're finally integrating all parts of yourself. You could have been the self-sacrificer, the person that's always there to help, the person who put themselves last to put other people first. But the fact of the matter is that now that you're becoming more of a priority in your life, you're finally starting to step a little bit more into your true power, and to integrate more of yourself. This is a very lighthearted energy that speaks of you finally deciding to like really let loose, let your hair down and be yourself. And some people might not like that. Some people might not like the new way that you're expressing yourself. It might be a little bit weird and off-putting to other people. But unlike this ill, it's time for you to come out of like this, come out of hiding and be like the iris here. Victory, power, a symbol. It's time for you to really just go out and enjoy your life and live it the way that you want to live it, pal, too. This is the message that's coming through for you. So, let's pull some tarot and see what we can get. Now, this is the next deck. So, let's see. The Five of Pentacles. What was I saying about you guys probably coming out of a period that seemed a little chaotic, that didn't really seem like the best? You probably spent a lot of time, energy, and resources on other people, and you probably didn't get much of that back. Here's the Six of Pentacles. Finally, with the ill and the iris, this is you giving to yourself again, allowing yourself to give to yourself, because you gave and you gave in the past, and you probably didn't end up with much to show for it, pal, too. When you needed other people the most, they probably didn't show up, or you just gave and gave and gave to the point to where you kind of put yourself in a bad position. But the universe is going to start giving to you once you start giving to yourself again, pal, too. And that's what's coming through with the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is actually a recovery after the Five of Pentacles. Because remember what I said about sixes being what happens after the five? After the Five of Pentacles, someone finally donates or gives to these poor people and sets them on a proper path. And this is what I'm seeing here. This is you restoring your own energy. You realizing that you have to go ahead from your spirit guides, from the earthen energies around you, to give to yourself and to allow yourself to like really be more expansive and to like fill your oats. The Knight of Wands and the future energy. With the Knight of Wands, like right here with the Wisdom card, this is definitely like your go ahead, go, pal, too. This is really strong and beautiful energy. Go ahead and live your life, pile two. This is literally from your spirit guides. You've done enough. You've done enough for other people. Now it's time for you to cater to yourself and let those who is going to be a little bit angry about that, or those who's going to be like those people who've been demanding your emotional and probably financial and physical labor, let them lament for a little bit while you sit back and recover and recuperate and give to yourself. This is coming from, and again, another Four of Swords underneath the deck. Again, with the Hierophant here, this is coming from on high. This is your inner wisdom, your higher self speaking to you about this, pile two. You probably been feeling this, but you probably was feeling a little guilty about finally doing things for yourself or just doing things that really make you happy. But you need to really embrace this period of recovery, this period of self-discovery, and this period of you letting your hair down, coming out your shell, and finally just treating and catering to you for a change. This is something that's coming from a very high place, a very sacred part of you. Don't think that this is just you being selfish. Don't think that this is just you, being a little petty. No, it's none of that. This is you giving to yourself because it's necessary. It's time to restore your energy. You gave enough. Yeah, you gave enough. And what the Nine of Cups going to be was the next card that I was going to pull out if I just pulled. The Nine of Cups tells me that this is about your sense of self-satisfaction and contentment in your life. You've been giving and putting yourself in compromising positions. Now it's time for you to allow yourself to be up. Allow other people to give to you. Allow the universe, spirit, God to give to you and you to give to yourself. This is a period of recovery for you, pile two. And you got to go ahead. Go ahead and do it. Whatever it is that you want to do, just do it. The Knight of Wands is impulsive. It's forward thinking. It charges. It goes forward. Do something crazy, okay? If it's something fun that you want to do, but you always kind of hesitate when it comes to doing something fun. Instead of hesitating, stop thinking and just do it. Just do it because you think it will be fun. Yes, the energy of renewal. Like I said with the sixes, angel number 66 is really important for you, pile two. But yes, this is about a period of renewal and recovery after everything seems gone. This Five of Pentacles is very desolate energy. Things really seeming stuck, still stagnant, out in the cold and alone with no resources. But yes, renewal and expansion. The expansion card speaks of how everything in your life is expanding. The expansion card also speaks of how, like I said, this whole reading has come from on high. The expansion card is all about your spiritual guides as well, about them coming together and you seeking their counsel. I'm going to read the expansion card for you guys. But pile two, I feel this energy very strongly. Your guides are really pushing you into this. Seeking good advice is vital when you are pushing into new territory. Stay away from anyone who is critical of your dreams. This indicates possibly changing your friends. What was I saying? And what was the ill saying about people around you might not liking this new you, this new energy that you're going to be in. And now I see why this is here. Release. There might be ending of certain friendships or certain relationships in your life. Because once you're not that person providing emotional and financial and maybe physical labor, people are going to switch up on you. And you need to be ready for that, pile two. Realize that this is for your own safety and your own good. Continue to make the decisions that are right for you. Because this is exactly what your spirit guides want. Your life is changing as you move away from the old way of relating to others. New people are entering your lives. You're entering your life. Relationships may no longer work. You need to reach out to those who are in the same vibrational frequency of personal upliftment, that Nine of Cups energy. Call upon higher companions to advise you at this time. Like I said, your spirit guides are with you and they fully support this shift in your energy pile too, of you finally doing things that's right for you, of you putting yourself first for a change. It might be a little odd and a little awkward at first, and it might definitely cause tension between you and the people around you. But pile two, this is what's being asked of you. You need it, you deserve it, and it's going to be a fun new journey. And once you start doing this, those people that leave are going to be replaced by new people. So don't worry about losing friends, families, loved ones. They're going to be replaced in time. But for now, this is about you and living your life and going out and having the most fun that you can in this period. So, Pile 2, if this reading resonated, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me as a content creator, the links to do so are in the description box. You can book a reading, donate a deck, or even donate money if that's your twist. Any way you choose to support me is A-OK with me. Thank you so much for your time and energy, and please be blessed. Bye. If you chose pile 3, the goat and the willow, then this reading is for you. So let's see what we got for you. So pile 3, the way that this reading works is that I pulled a 3-card spread for your past, your present, and your future. And your reading is also one that's very consistent. Pile 1, pile 2, and this pile are the most consistent piles. There's a very clear and concise message that's being conveyed to you from the earthen realm, from the earthen spirits, pile 3. And what you're hearing, what we got is at the start for your recent past is we have the trout and the lily of the valley. Now, I didn't really read too much into the cards, but it does speak of purification. And the lily of the valley comes from the tale of Saint Leonard. When Saint Leonard in old medieval times went around slaying dragons, their blood will spill into the earth and they'll create lily of the valleys. And what that means is like dragons usually back in old medieval times symbolizes a great antagonist, a great evil, a pervasive darkness. Once those were slayed, the lily of the valleys, which is a very white and pure flower, came up. The trout and the lily of the valley speaks of a time of purity in your life, of recovering from like a very bad moment or a bad period in your life. And this is letting you know that healing is taking place, healing is occurring, and that energy is moving out of your life. So you can definitely be assured of that. In the middle card, we have the deer and the oat, which speaks of healing. Again, pile 3, your reading is very resonant. Right now, you're in a period of healing and recovering from whatever this trout and the lily of the valley situation is. Whatever dragon had to be slayed in your life, whatever obstacle needed to be overcome, which is in your future, whatever obstacle needed to be overcome, whatever trial needed to be passed, you're still in recovery from that. You're still a little bit reeling from that, but the deer and the oat is here to tell you that your recovery is going nicely. And I'm going to read it for you, the deer and the oat. The shy and gentle fallow deer is known for its white spots and the broad, velvetly antlers it sheds and regrows each year. Similarly, oats are symbols of restorative nutrition. Even in poor soil, oats can flourish, providing healthy sustenance. Rest and recharge. Moderation and mindfulness are key as you recover from trauma or a period of intense exertion. And again, with the trout and the lily of the valley, it speaks of recovery, of purification from a period that was probably seen as a great evil or as a great trial. Again, your reading is very harmonious, pile 3. You're in healing, and what you need to do is allow yourself to rest and recharge your energy. And in the future, we have the goat and willow, overcoming obstacles. Now, the goat and the willow, like the card of it in and of itself speaks of an obstacle coming your way, and it's also in the future as well. So there could be like another obstacle, another hurdle heading your way, but The way that I'm choosing to read this card, because I feel like you've been through enough already, and if there's another obstacle coming, then I can understand why you need to rest and recharge. But I really want to read it as that you're finally going to get over whatever the situation was. You're still healing and recovering from it, and in the near future, you're finally going to be over it. You're going to be healed from it. You're going to be moving on. But we'll pull some tarot cards and we'll get down to the nitty gritty and figure out what this card is really saying and what's really happening in your life. So let's see what we got here. Nine of Pentacles. The first card being the Nine of Pentacles is all about a period where you're feeling more independent. Maybe the fight that had to happen was about you separating yourself from someone else, maybe financially or energetically. It could have been a breakup, or it could have been like you actually like becoming more financially independent on your own, no longer relying on someone else for money. But with the Nine of Pentacles here in the recent past energy, this is about you finally gaining that sense of personal fulfillment. You allowing yourself to stand on your own 2 feet. And this was a fight, a challenge, and a struggle, but you did it. The Two of Swords here in the middle. With the Two of Swords here, this is like something that might be a little bit of a block. Again, this is why you're in a period of healing, and I understand this. There's a decision and a choice that needs to be made, or maybe you've already made this decision and this choice, and you're either confused on where to go next or what to do, or you just might be feeling a blockage in your life or in your mental energies. But the fact of the matter is that right now, to really overcome this Two of Swords energy, you need to be resting. Give your mind a break. You've already been through so much. Now is not the time to be trying to figure out what's my next step, what I gotta do next, or freaking out or and things of that nature. Just relax for now. You've been through a tough experience, pile three. And it's okay to just sit back and rest and recover and gather your mind and gather your thoughts before you decide on another decision on what it is that you need to do. Because this Two of Swords is letting me know that, you're going to have a hard time making a decision. The Two of Swords is the card of indecision. So just rest and relax. Don't think about what it is that you need to do next or anything like that. It'll come to you once you're once you're in the flow of your life and allowing yourself to be more at peace, pile three. So for now, just rest and relax and allow yourself to recharge, because you really just been through a lot. You've just been through something really big, pile three. So allow yourself to recover. All right. And then finally, yes, here it is. Like I thought. The overcoming obstacle is, in fact, about you finally getting over this situation. The Six of Wands, the card of victory, of clearing obstacles, of confidence, of recognition, of beautiful things coming in. With the Six of Wands ending the reading, pile three, this is a very clear and beautiful sign that things are going to be all right. You really have made it through and went through something really tough, a really tough cycle, but you made it. You're standing on your own 2 feet, and what you really need to realize is that right now there's nothing for you to do but to rest, relax, and allow yourself to allow your energy to come back to you. You've expended a lot to make it through this period, to make it through this chapter. And once you're over this chapter, you'll know, because you'll start feeling more confident. You'll start feeling more able. Once that energy comes to you, you'll know that you've done what you needed to do and that your healing is complete for this chapter. So until you start feeling that energy, just really rest and relax, because you really have overcome this obstacle, and that confidence, that knowledge is going to come to you in the future, in the near future, once everything really settles down. Because you even have the Star card, and underneath the Star is the Hierophant. the star card is the card of healing, hope, and renewal. And the star card is literally the theme for this whole entire reading. So it's apt that it came out. You're in a period of recovery and renewal after a tower moment. The star comes after the tower. It's the recovery after after the tower is broken. You need to pick up the pieces and rebuild your life and rebuild yourself. You've just done that. You've been through that. And right now you're standing on your own 2 feet. You're more independent, more independent, more, I'm hearing stable. This is all about you really realizing that you on your own is complete and that you can push forward and move forward on your own if you have to. Rely on your intuition, rely on your wisdom and knowledge that you have accumulated through your life experience, and know that right now you don't really have to do anything but heal, but to rest and recharge. And once your confidence comes back, that's how you know you cleared this hurdle, that you cleared this challenge and made it through this lesson. So let's get an oracle card here. It's this one. Perfect. Beautiful. We got the bat, which is the rebirth and consciousness. The bat is like the death card, actually. The bat speaks of a change in the way that you see things, a change in your perception. I'm gonna read it for you guys, actually. So let me read the back card because I actually really like the back card in this deck. This is all about things changing and shifting. The back card, or the rebirth in consciousness. Bat means a change in consciousness is rising within you. Your spiritual life is expanding, causing you to look at areas of your life in a new way. With Bat, you can expect a change. There is often the need to let go of outmoded habits, patterns, or belief when Bat is appearing around you. Be prepared for the challenges that change always brings, and be willing to step into your future, having freed yourself of those unhelpful parts of your past. It is likely that you have been experiencing deep inner feelings. Perhaps outer circumstances have been difficult, restrictive, or obstructive. When Bat appears, it's a sign from the void within you that change is near. Consciousness awakens your flight to freedom. How very apt. And it just encapsulated everything that I have been saying to you this whole time. Things are changing and your life is changing. Allow this rebirth and this change in your consciousness to happen. And in order for that to happen, you need to rest and you need to allow your spiritual energies to recharge. You just expended a lot of energies going through a very difficult situation, Pile 3. So allow your energy to come back to you and allow yourself to become healed. Because then you'll start seeing your life in a brand new way, in a different perspective. And that's how you know that you finally healed and that you've overcome this chapter. So if this reading resonated with you, Pile 3, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you guys want to support me as a content creator, the links to do so are in the description box. You can book a reading, donate a deck, or you can even donate money if that's your thing. Any way that you choose to support me is A-okay with me. Thank you and be blessed. Bye. Last but not least, if you chose to be in a pomegranate, then this reading is for you. So Pile 4. The way that this reading works is that it's a 3-card pull for your recent past, your present, and your future. But Pile 4, I gotta say that your pile is the only pile that doesn't make any sense to me. All the other messages were very clear and concise, but this is the only pile that has a disconjointed message. There's like so many different things in here, and I don't really know what to make of it. But I know that instead of just sitting back and thinking on it, I just decided to just go through with the reading and see what comes. So the first card that we have is the Coyote and the Datura. The Datura is actually the flower of deceit, because the Coyote and the Datura speaks of deceit. The Datura is a very beautiful flower, but the thing about the Datura is that it's also highly poisonous. It may look like a very beautiful flower, but it's not very good for you. Um, a lot of people, let me see. There's a saying that the Datura is used to make like potions and things of that nature. Is used to use some to make something that witches use to make their brooms fly. So there's an element of wickedness to this very beautiful flower, at least from a Victorian standpoint. And the coyote is a trickster. The coyote in the Datura speaks of a beautiful stranger. Maybe recently, because this is your recent past, maybe someone just actually came into your life that seems very beautiful, seems too good to be true, really seems to be coming in and being very charming. The Datura here is speaking of actually being careful and being mindful of that person, that they might not be all that they seem or all that they appear to be. Be very careful. Deceit is afoot. At least that's what the card says. And that's your recent past energy. Maybe you've already realized this about this person in your life, and everything has finally been done and you've already kicked them out. But the fact of the matter is that this is a very clear warning that someone is not who they seem, and you need to question what it is that they can gain from being with you or around you. That someone might be using you, or someone has intentions on using you. And this is in a recent past energy. So this person is like already in your life. This person is already there. And you probably have an inkling about them, or you just don't know. So here in your present energy, we have the turtle and the coriander, and it speaks of satisfaction. I don't know if this satisfaction is coming from this person that came into your life. Maybe you're feeling very happy that this person is here. You're feeling more completed, more energetic, and things of that nature. But I'm going to read the turtle and the coriander card. This is number 31. The turtle and the coriander calls us to be satisfied with what we have been given or what we have achieved, and invites a moment of rest and reflection, perhaps due to Aesop's fable, The Tortoise and the Hare. Turtles are symbols of patience and good health. In this folktale, the slow but determined tortoise wins this race against the speedy but distracted rabbit. The turtle triumphs by pacing himself, illustrating the adage, slow and steady wins the race. Similarly, in Victorian language of flowers, coriander indicates concealed worth, reminded us that things may not always be as they appear. In other words, a dedicated tourist who put in the work can achieve just as much, if not more, than the swiftest rabbit. Slow down and enjoy the journey. Avoid rushing towards your goals for the sake of winning. Arrive in your own time. Maybe someone came to you, pile 4, recently with an offer to fast track something that you're doing. Maybe someone came in with like an idea. That idea might very well be a scheme that Todd set up. I don't have too many people that will understand that reference, but there's something here about really understanding that something isn't right. Again, because even the coriander speaks of concealed worth and making sure that things aren't what they appear. Even though it was speaking more in a positive sense, that phrase still stuck out to me, especially since we have the coyote and the datura here. Things aren't what they appear to be, powerful. Someone is casting illusions. So witch around you, really out here deceiving you and not really telling you the truth and leading, really, really playing a really playing a really good game with you. I don't know. We'll get more when I pull the tarot and the other oracles. We'll get more information on this, but something's not right here, Pile 4. Maybe you're not really, maybe things have been moving too slow and you just decided to like try to fast track everything. And I really feel that energy of fast track, like you're trying to fast track your life or fast track something. Someone came to you with a devil, came to you with an offer, with a tempting offer, and you probably have taken it or probably thinking about taking it. Who knows? Make this resonate, take it how it resonates, Power 4. And finally, we have the bee in a pomegranate, which is about productivity. The bee in a pomegranate speaks of like being really busy, of really doing a lot of work. The bee is like a busy bee. And I'm going to read it. Honestly, Power 4, I didn't read your cards. I just looked at the messages of it. So let's see what else comes out. I'm going to just be real straight up with you, Power 4. I did not read your cards. I didn't. I just read the message. The being a pomegranate calls us to create with purpose. Bees are known for their hard work and industrialness. The phrase busy as a bee derives from the Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. Oh, I read the Canterbury Tales. Or at least I was supposed to in high school. It was really boring. Written in the 14th century, the Canterbury Tales written in the 14th century. Pomegranates are tough-skinned and difficult to open, but once their exterior is pierced, hundreds of seeds burst forth, signifying fertility and abundance. You are at your most productive. Take care to ensure the labor fulfills you. Yeah. This is telling me that you shouldn't fast track your work. That actually taking the time and work through it can actually be, and working forward and like working towards the things that you want can be very fulfilling and productive for you. If there's someone in your life who is like offering to fast track your work, that's offering shortcuts, that's offering like deals that seem like a really good deals, there's a chance there that might not be what it's meant to be. It might really be a scam. Whatever it is that you're building, Power 4, is meant to be built slowly, and it's meant to be completed in the time that it's meant to be completed. You are being asked to remember that you are to enjoy your journey, to enjoy your work, and enjoy your labor. And if you try to fast track it and take shortcuts, it's going to lead to your ruin. And I really feel like since this Coyote and Datra is in the recent past, that someone has already come in, someone's already been there with the offer. I don't know if you've taken it or not, or if you're just contemplating, but here's your answer, Power 4. This needs to be built the long way, the slow way. Don't take shortcuts and whatever it is that's happening. I don't know if this has anything to do with something being built, but that's what I'm getting. So let's get some tarot cards around the Coyote energy, the Coyote and Datra. What is meant by this card? Because I feel like the rest of the message is clear, but I want to spend, at least for this reading, for your particular reading, Power 4, figuring out what's this deceitful energy. Yeah, it's the Ten of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords upright represents a very clear ending. Something like really, even though it's painful, it is in fact over. But the Ten of Swords in reverse means that this energy hasn't really properly been integrated. That means that this lesson, this betrayal, hasn't been learned. So there's something here about you about this being repeated. The Ten of Swords in reverse either speaks of this energy completely overwhelming you or you missing the point of this lesson and its ending. And it's going to have to happen all over again for you to finally get the point and the message here. The Nine of Wands, tiredness, chaos, but really being persistent despite it. This person is going to cause more problems. It's going to cause a lot of problems. It's going to cause a lot of problems. If they're coming in trying to fast track your work, if they're coming in trying to lend a helping hand and they might seem like too good to be true, it's because they are powerful, and that's your warning. There's a devil in your midst. There's a snake in your garden. There's someone here that doesn't have the best intentions, or even if they don't have not having the best intentions, they're going to be objectively harmful to whatever it is that you're building and whatever it is that you're trying to do. And with this in the recent past, you probably already let this person in or already considering. This might be someone that you already know. Yeah, the Star card was about to come out, but it flipped over in reverse, which means that the healing period is going to take a lot longer this time. The Ten of Swords in reverse, the Star in reverse, and the Nine of Wands. This isn't good energy. This isn't someone that you want around. And there's a clear warning of a calamity that's meant to happen if you really allow this person in. Something that's going to take you a long time to heal from, something that's really that, or this could be someone from your past who you probably still have feelings for, who hurt you in the past, but you're giving them another chance. This is letting you know that this person is going to do that all over again. This could be a business partner that you trust and that what you don't know is they're embezzling money or doing something behind your back. You didn't see it before. They told you that it wasn't them and you believed them. The fact of the matter is, Power 4, this energy is completely not clear. If you don't know what it is or who this person is, then maybe book a personal reading with me and we can get down to the bottom of it. But the fact of the matter is, this is a general reading. And this is as much as I care to pull on these kind of energies. I don't really delve into negativity, but just know that you've been warned. There's a devil in your midst. There's someone that's just no good. No good for whatever it is that you've been working on, that you've been building, and that you've been putting your time into. Someone is no good for that. Know this. Power 4, know that well. Like I said, there's a devil in your midst. Period. So let's see. Let's take the time out to get more clarity here. What cards must have come out? Trickery. Yeah, Power 4. I don't know how clear we can get here. Someone is lying to you. Someone isn't all who they claim to be. They're really, really not. And you could possibly know, but like I said, you could just made a deal with the devil, or maybe you could just been tempted by a devil and you took that temptation. There's something here, and because you've taken that temptation, things are going to be moving a lot slower now. Things are really going to be, especially with this 9 of Wands, things are going to be a little bit more arduous. If you, instead of you just like actually taking the time to build this thing slowly and do it on your own and enjoying the work, you probably decided to take a shortcut or contemplating it. But just know, if you do take this shortcut, it's not going to end well for either one of you. You're both going to end up burnt in the end. And that's exactly what the trickery card is about. Two people trying to trick each other and ended up nowhere. And I knew it. My boy Reggie Rust. Okay. The next card that you have is Wisdom. Really listen. And again, the Wisdom card is a heart chakra card. And it speaks of, and here it is, Mother Gaia. This is the Earthen messages from the Earthen spirits, from the Earthen energy, from Gaia herself. And here it is, Wisdom. You're being warned, Power 4. For those of you who haven't taken the deal yet, for just contemplating, you're being warned not to. For those of you who did, you're being told what you just signed up for, what you just stepped into, the shit that you just like really put yourself into, Power 4. So take it how it resonates. If you already just made a deal with someone who's offering a fast track, who's offering shortcuts, who's offering like a quick way to the top, you've been had. Okay, you've been had. You've been duped. And I think that I fear that is the things have already been set into motion. If you've taken this deal, or if you've taken this person up on their offer. For those of you who haven't, listen to this wisdom, pay attention to this reading. Because if you don't, you're going to be led into an impasse. And I was channeling this card. I seen my boy Reggie Rust clear in my head. And here he is. I've been using this deck for so long. I've only seen Reggie Rust like two times out of the 2 years that I've had this deck. So here he is again. And whenever Reggie Rust appears, it's very clear. The last time I saw him was when my ex-fiance was asking me about me and him. And he appeared to say, no, this is a route that's not available to you. You're going to be blocked off, Power 4. You're going to be sent back to start. If you've taken this person up on their deal and their offer, things are going to go wrong. And you're going to be sent back to the start. And you're going to have to rebuild slowly. and learn to like actually enjoy the slow build. But for those of you who haven't taken this deal from the devil, block that person. Do not allow them in and choose to go a different route. That's exactly what the empath card is about. Reggie Rust is not a bad guy. He's actually an angel. He's here to let you know that the path that you're going down, the path that you're trying to go down, is going to lead to ruin, it's going to lead to calamity, and it's not good for you. So he's gently advising you to go a different way, to do something different. The way that you're meant to go is to build whatever it is that you're trying to build slowly and through time, and to learn to enjoy that slow but hard work. If you're trying to find a shortcut or something of that nature, it's only going to lead to both of you guys going to your ruin, and both of you guys ended up with nothing and having to start from zero and start from scratch. I thought that your reading wasn't very clear and concise, but now that I got into it and I started pulling cards, it came out very harmoniously, Power 4. This is a very clear warning. And if it's not a warning, like for those of you who's already in too deep, those of you who's already said yes to this deal, this is to let you know what's to come, what future you have chosen for yourself. What future you've chosen for yourself. So okay. It's purification, the holy water. I keep seeing a whole bunch of cards. I think I'm meant to just leave it here. I think I'm going to leave it here. So, Power 4, in summary, I don't think you guys need a summary. I've hammered this point in enough. I think I'm going to just let you guys go. So, Power 4, if this reading resonated, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you would like to support me as a content creator, the links to do so are in the description box. You can book a reading, donate a deck, or donate money if that's something that you really want to do. Any way that you choose to support me is A-okay with me. Thank you so much for your time and energy, Power 4, and please be blessed. Bye.